Hello. It's been quite a few days since I've made a video. Today I am making tiny little S-bends for Christmas trees. And that's a magnet just to hold them together. What I have done is I have cut a whole lot of small pieces. And I actually cut them off the ends of this florist wire, which I found on eBay. Everything here comes off eBay. And this is the length of a bracelet, as I like to make bracelets. As you can see, this is florist wire. And so I needed a bunch of S-bends because I want to wash my little creatures. I have quite a lot now. Some are even in the corner there, and there's some unfinished ones underneath, and they need to be washed. So I was cutting these and I thought, well, let me just make a little video. These are some side cutters which I found on eBay. I measured the length. I had marked out already previously on how long I like my bracelets according to my wrist size, and it was 22.75 for myself centimeters. So I just cut off the little piece, and now that I have all these ready for a bracelet, I will put them into an empty bottle, get that out of the way, collected all the little pieces. And with a little bit of trial and error, I worked out the best way to do it. So how long was this little piece here? Just in case you want to take a whole piece of florist wire and cut it up. This is 3 centimeters. So with this guy here, what I'm doing is I'm actually putting the florist wire through the middle. I'm going to zoom in. And I think I'm going to find a different color background. Where's my faithful little piece of cardboard? There we go. The camera's going, what's going on? So I slip this through the middle. Then I bend it around. And I go past that to form an S. And I'm going to repeat the same process with the other side. But as you can see, to make the S shape, I need to respect the direction it's going to go in. So I put that in the middle, bend it around with this finger, and it comes around. And it does twist a little bit if I'm not careful, so I have to try and keep the S true to itself. There you go. And there's my S bend. To test it out, I put it on my little creature, and there we go. He hangs beautifully. Now I can wash them. I'll hand wash them, and I'll hang them up on the clothesline indoors in front of the fan so they can dry. But if you wanted to put it in a Christmas tree, these are actually destined to become keychain, not for keys, but actually to put on the handbags of ladies, young women. I'm taking off the ones that came with it because they are not solid and they come open. So off eBay, I found these guys. They are closed rings. So if you're looking on eBay, you want closed rings, welded closed. And then I bought these. They came as a mix match, all different sizes. I bought myself a whole set of pliers for less than £10. And this one here actually opens up. It opens up the ring. And once the ring is open, I can slip it with not a lot of ease. It's actually quite difficult. I slip it into there. And then I add another one of these. And that is how I get that little setup. I always sew 2 in just because I just like it. And these things cost next to nothing. Price of a cup of coffee. And then I can use my fingers. And then it'll go like that. But I'm not going to put these on until they've been washed. And that is the finished result. If you want to put it on a keychain. But, as I said, for washing, even if I wanted to wash it, when it was on the keychain, these little cute S-bends are fantastic. Now, the S-bend, if you're going to put it in a Christmas tree, you would need these to actually be longer. My mother had these. She bought them. I grew up with a German Christmas. And my mother had boxes and boxes of these S-bends, but hers were much longer. So the S was further down there and the S was further up, and they were bigger because we had a real pine tree in our house for every Christmas, and of course the branches were much fatter because it reached up to the ceiling. It was a good 4 meters high, the ceiling, and so the Christmas tree was that big. But as you can see, and as these little guys, I haven't tried these out, but I thought they would also work very well if you wanted to actually make this and keep it for every Christmas. Then you would just slip that in like that, and you would make the S-bend on that side, and then it would be ready to go in your little Christmas box with all your other decorations. The little S-bend on that side. Let me just show you. So make it in the opposite direction. So there we go. You see, not much maneuver room. Okay, that S-bend's a little bit too big. Cannot get anything in there. Make it a little bit smaller. If you want to make your S-bend smaller, you just move further down the ring. That should be good enough, because you just literally want to be able to hang it like that. I'm going to close it a bit more. You can play around with this amazing tool here, which makes circles in your metal, in your wire. You want it to be big enough so that you can get something into that gap. Paper clips also work fantastically well for Christmas trees. You would literally, you leave the big part and you just cut off the small part like that, and you make this into an S-bend. Let me show you how to do that. And then you would open up this one a little bit more. You would find out where your S-bend is going to be, and you would start bending. A paper clip, you can do it in silver paper clips or colored paper clips. So there you go. And if you find this is too long, you can just nip it off. But you see, this is the size of a branch on a tree, even if it's a synthetic tree. You've got to work out what size your branches are, because every tree is different. And there you have very pretty tree attachments. You can also cut it off higher if you wanted to. So for instance, you'll have to leave enough, because you know, when there's a bit of movement, you don't want this thing coming off your branch. So if you aren't going to S-bend, if you're just going to make it a U-turn higher up, then keep the edge longer. There we go. So that could be a really cute little present, little thing for a tree. And then you can, if you want to, you can tell if their kids are coming, you can tell them that at the end of Christmas they can each choose a little alien or kitty cat or whatever it is you've made. They can take it home with them, or you just keep them for year after year. So there's many things you can actually do to turn a comfort doll or Izzy doll, Peace Pal, into a Christmas decoration or into a keychain holder, simply by adding these rings in when you are sewing them, when you're knitting them or crocheting them up. And as I said, this is literally the price of a cup of coffee off eBay, and just get the welded ones, because otherwise you'll be very sad when your little thing comes loose. If you do get the jump rings, I think these are called jump rings. I can't remember the name of these. You can also sew those in, but I just don't, I'm not really fond of them because they are catchy. So I've only put one in here, and I've used a small one, so hopefully, you know, can't really get down to the where the knitting is, so it won't make too much damage. But there we go. Thanks for watching, and that's just a little tiny video to show you. This is my favorite so far. I made him yesterday. He's absolutely gorgeous. I've been tweaking the pattern, my early ones, and yeah, this is my latest little design. I ran out of eyes, and I thought instead of purchasing some more, I would use the buttons that I have, and so I have been modifying the pattern to adjust to that. Bye for now.